I'm Elizabeth with Elizabeth Road Studio. I hope you want to make sure, first of all, that you have plastic on your table whenever you get ready to start on your kit. An unfolded trash bag works great. If you open it up, that is a perfect solution. You will have everything on your packing list in your kit. Okay, so this is the Angel and Baby Jesus kit. And in some of these kits, I included crystals from crystal chandeliers for the wings. So I'm super excited about that. Okay, so we have our packing list, resin with a sticker. We have paint, glass, paint, ornaments, brushes, and leather for the hangers. Okay, move that out of the way. Let's get started. So these are my samples. We're gonna start out with, I got something on that one. We're gonna start out with our Jesus. So we're gonna use that and our white. So we'll do our baby Jesuses first. I am going to mark out with white where I want the manger to be, this little stable down here. And again, it's just a house. It's a rectangle with a roof. Rectangle with a roof. And the roof, y'all, seriously, this does not need to be perfect. Our baby Jesus was born in a stable. So our stable can be as wonky, it can be tall and skinny, it can be short and wide, however you want it, okay? It just has to be able to fit the manger in it. Okay, I'm gonna make another one real tall. And a roof. So it's a tall house is what it looks like. Tall house. Okay. So then I'm going to take my blue, and I kind of got a lot of this white out of it. I want the pure blue to be around the outside. And that's going to be our dark blue. We're just going to paint around the edge here. I want to mix my blue and white together to get a really light blue. And I want to paint inside the stable kind of a light blue in the bottom section here. What I'm doing is making a shape that looks like, I don't know, looks like the base with a curve in it. It's like the bottom. I'm painting the bottom and then I'm making a curve in it. And I do that because then that makes the light look like it's right there. Can you all see the difference in that? It makes a difference. So I'm painting the bottom here and then making a curve shape like this up to the top. Just like that. And you can take white and blend those together if you want to. You just want the top to be brighter white because that's where the light is shining above Jesus's head. Take white and make a circle like you curve that out. Does everybody get that? Okay. Now I want to open the brown paint. You need so little of this and you've got a whole bunch of it. I know I keep saying that, but I gave y'all way too much paint. Okay, now I just want to paint, look, I got it on my hand too. I just want to paint the outside of this stable. So I'm going to paint a couple of lines here to make the roof. And I like form to crisscross. I think that's kind of cute. See, I'm all about the cute romantic idea of this stable. In case you haven't gathered that. And then I like for it to come out here a little bit, and then it's going to come down the sides Just like that. Okay, let's do another one. This can be as shaky and as wonky as you'd like, as thin or as thick. Make it however you want, or however it ends up. Sometimes we don't have control over those kind of things. I know when my trimmer is really bad, I don't have control over it at all, and sometimes I'm happy with the way it turns out. I think, well, that was a God thing. Okay, so we have two little stables, and I'm gonna dump this out. I'll just put it in one of these cups so I don't have glass everywhere. If I shake it, then the chunkier pieces will rise to the top, and that's what I want. So to make the baby Jesus this year, I have one of these pieces and then a little headpiece right here. And that's how he fits together. So he's a white piece on the bottom and then a little half circle on the top. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see that. Oh, sorry. Hope that wasn't too fast. Okay, so we have a little piece on the bottom and then the little piece on the top. We'll do the same thing on this side. The white on the bottom and then his little head on the top. Isn't that sweet, you guys? I love this depiction of the baby right here. Okay, now I'm going to take my brown paint and draw his manger. It's easier to place it first and then draw the manger because you don't know really what size you need it to be. So the manger is just going to be a crisscross here. And the same on this one. Manger will be a crisscross like that. Okay. Now I want to take these little gold pointy things and make light coming from the bed. Let's see. You'll have different sizes and you'll have probably more than you need. So play around with where you want them to go. And you also, this is also what we use for the angel's halo. So keep that in mind. If you want to use, you know, what you want to use for the halo. And they can be close, they can be far away. Okay, then these are just little stars in the sky, these little sprinkles. So they have a side of them that is white and a side that is kind of a mirror finish. And so you can flip them over. You can have the white stars, you can have the mirrored stars, whatever you want. Okay, now get that part finished. You wish you got a baby Jesus. Aren't they sweet? I know, I know. Well, you should enter the the Instagram giveaway we're doing. You might win. It's a like and share Instagram giveaway I'm doing with some friends down in Texas. I love my Texas people. I love my Kentucky girls too. I love my people from all over. Okay, there we have our baby Jesuses. Aren't they sweet? Okay, let's get these angels done. Let's see, I'll stay zoomed in, although this is really the easiest one. Okay, so this paint is much lighter, so I'm going to mix my blue and my, got it right here on the plate. I'm just going to mix what I have because that's all I'm going to use it for anyway. And like I said, this wood is so thirsty and dry, which is really good because that means it won't crack, but it's going to really soak up that paint. So if you feel like you need to do 2 coats, you can. I've just mostly been doing 1 coat tonight because I've been painting on top of it again for most things, not everything, but Now this angel is also a good place to put in broken glass that you might have at your house. I always say grandma's broken candy dish because I have one of those. And I've hung on to it anyway, but you could use that in one of your pieces. You could use a pin, like a brooch or an earring or a piece of jewelry, anything like that. Piece of a wine glass, anything like that, especially in this angel, because the angel, it could be as detailed as you'd like or as simple as you like. This one's super duper simple. Now I have this glass. So I've got my wings and I have the glass for her dress, or his dress, I suppose, but since it's pink, I think. So I think it's a female angel. I could be wrong though. Okay, so I'm going to separate these wings. In every bag, you're going to have two that kind of look similar and two that look similar. Like you'll have two sets. I personally would not put this one and this one together because they're quite different. Although, oh, I'm going to do that. Look, if she's flying through the air, look at this. Look at that. That would be so pretty. Okay, but I'm going to do it the right way. Not the right way, but the way I had planned. So this right here is one set. Make sure your paint is dry. Don't do what I just did. Oh man, y'all. Okay. This is one set and this is another set. Keep dropping. Okay. Then we have these two pieces. Lots of them did get the crystals from a crystal chandelier, which were really, really cool. Okay. And then these right here. And I'm going to put the heads on right there. And you can make yours the back of your angel or the front of your angel. Does not matter. It have to look the same either way. But like on this one, if the wings are touching, then that's probably her back. But on this one, if the wings are separate, that's probably her front because the wings would connect in the back, right? The way we see angels. I'm going to dump into one of these cups. And you just sprinkle these on just like we did with our wreath and tree that we did a few minutes ago. And you could really let the dress be kind of flowy and magical where the sprinkles go out, or you could make it more linear, more squared off and keep all of the stuff in one place. I kind of like it like this, where it's kind of flowy. Something on it. Okay. You could also turn your angel, like I said, like it's flying sideways. I'll try to make this one do that. I want to move this over. Okay. And then this one would go on top of here. Kind of tucked behind. Actually, it could go like that too. Tucked behind it. I do it like this. This underneath and this on top is what I would do. Just like that. And then your angel is flying this direction. So I'm going to put the halos on my angels here, which is these little golden glass pieces that I have left. And you probably have some of these left too, because there's more than enough to do the sky. So I'll just add some of those in too. I'll go rogue, just show you. So that's sweet. Okay, I'm going to show you how to pour resin on your pieces. These kits come with a packet of art resin, and these are so great. They're 2 ounces, which is just enough to do 4 ornaments. So each kit comes with 1 packet of art resin. And what you do is cut open the top carefully, making sure not to open the resin packets, right? Because it's in a bag. There are instructions in here. can read all about it. All the safety information is in there. And you'll end up with a bag that has two parts, a resin and a hardener. And you want to slide this clip out just like that and throw that part away. And then you want to mix these two together. They're actually one bag that has been separated and shipping by the clip. So you want to set a timer, and then you want to massage the bag like this. You just want to mix and mix and mix and mix. You don't have to worry about bubbles. You don't have to worry about anything. You just want to mix a lot, okay? Mix, mix, mix. This is a great job for the kids to do. Mix, 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 mix. I'm just gonna do these four, but the situation is the same for all of them, okay? I'm just gonna show you on these four right now. So once you've been stirring for 3 minutes, you wanna snip the corner off and you make a tiny little hole. You could probably do smaller than that. A tiny little hole, and you're going to drizzle your resin onto your work. You're going to start with the highest point first. So wherever the glass is the highest, that's where you want to go. And you want to drizzle just on the glass area first, okay? You want to make sure that your artwork is totally dry. That means the glue, if you used any glue, has to be dry, and the paint has to be totally dry before you do the resin part. I had somebody call me last year and they had mixed up the resin but then decided not to pour it yet, and they left the resin mixed. You can't do that. The resin will set up, guys. Believe it or not, that's how it works. It will set up in about 30 minutes. It gets hard and you can't work with it anymore, depending on how warm your room is. I'm just going over just the glass area first, okay? Because we want to make sure that that stuff gets stuck. If we were to run out of resin, it's okay as long as the glass is covered. You're not going to run out of resin, but you have to err on the side of caution. Okay, now I'm going back and I'm going over the rest of the painted area and the rest of the glass. And it seeks its own level, so it's going to find it's going to like ooze down into each of the little spaces that that you see on here. It's going to come down and cover all of that, okay? All right. Now we do this part. Look at that. We got 4 of them done with this one bag of resin. I have a little bit left over, but there's plenty enough to do all 4 of them. And so then you'll just let those dry overnight. Don't let anybody touch them. Make sure they're in a room temperature space. And tomorrow you'll be able to drill a hole in the top of them. You might be able to, this isn't a toothpick, but you might be able to clean them out tonight. In about 30 minutes, if you're around, you could make that hole. Right now it's just going to keep resin running down in there, so it won't really work for right now, but later on it will. If you want to clean those out, you can do that in about 30 minutes. And when you're all finished with that and they're dry tomorrow, make the hole open again, and then you can put your leather, here it is, then you can put your leather through them. I like to put the leather through and then tie the top of it like this. I just think it looks good that way. Tie the top of it in a knot like that, and they're ready to hang on your tree. You can sign the back of it, put the date on the back of it. You will have some drips like this on the back, but I think that just shows that it's handmade. If you don't like the drips, you can always take a sander and sand this down, or you can take a metal file and file them off. But I kind of like it. That doesn't bother me at all. I appreciate all of you all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great evening.